Hi, this is a tutorial for registering for AP exams at George Washington High School. This is the second step in which you must complete for payment and for communication. It is with a third party called Total Registration. I'll be using dummy information here, but it will be useful in that I'll be talking through each of the aspects and whether or not it pertains to you and whether how you might decide to fill them out. Okay, so I'm a first time user. I've never done this before. So I will do test 1 at test.com. My first name is test. My last name is test. And this isn't essential, but I recommend that you put in your student ID. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe it's 8 numbers long. Next. All right, so then you need to type in your email again. Test11 at test.com. Create a password. I recommend using your SFUSD password. I additionally also recommend you use your FSUSD. Email, it's so much easier to remember. I can't tell you how often I have to help students figure out how to get in. So, you know what a good password is. I'm not going to put one in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Password reset challenge question. I don't know. My first dog spot. All right. So something that makes sense for you, obviously. Next. All right. So I recommend you actually read through this. I'm not going to read it here, but it details, a lot of the specific information regarding the exams, deadlines, what happens should you pay for your exam after the November 13th deadline, which is you pay an additional $40 per exam. And if you have a fee waiver, that makes your $5 exam turn into a $45 exam. So paying on time is critical. If you don't mind that $40 fee, you can wait until um, December. All right, but are you enrolled in George Washington High School? Most of you will say yes. If you say no, then you're going to go through the process, and I'm going to have to approve whether or not you may take an exam with us. But that's a whole other discussion. So this is primarily for Washington students. All right, all of you should say yes to this. You should have a College Board account that exists. In this case, I'm just going to say yes, it is the email I just used. If you do not, it'll probably prompt you to put in the email that you did use. All right, so you put in your language. The only option here is English. At George Washington High School, you pretty much can only be a junior or a senior to take AP exams, but in cases like native language, sometimes sophomores take exams. So I'm going to say I'm a senior, and I'm a male. Here's the first really important thing. If you receive free and reduced lunch, or you qualify, or critically, or you believe you qualify for a waiver, you're going to fill out the waiver form. Click yes. If you do not click yes, it becomes a more complicated process. And then you put your birth date, September 8th. I don't know, when was everybody here born? So 2003. Okay, so these are all required. 415555555. Not required. Required. 123 Fifth Avenue, San Francisco, California. Zip code 94111. And next. Okay, so this is your parent or legal guardian. Test. Senior. Email not required. Cell phone required. 415. If they don't have an email, you can just put your own. Select the carrier. I don't know why that's important. The work phone number is not important either. You can fill that out if you wish. So then you go next. Oh, so no periods. All right, so here is where you come up with the list of exams that you wish to take. So you must do two things. So let's say I'm going to take an exam with Miss Spillard, and I'm in her biology course. I'm in fourth period, and I'm going to take an exam. I'm in AP Calc as well, and I'm going to take with Mr. Baker. Right, so that is, I have now signed up for these two specific classes. So biology, fourth period with Miss Spillard, AP Calculus, third period with Mr. Baker. All right, that's all I'm taking. Now let's say that you're a native, I believe it's Mandarin speaker. You can take the Chinese, you want to take the Chinese language exam. Now I would have to approve it, but you can click that and then go to no teacher. And what that'll do is it'll ask you to contact me, and I will have to approve you and give you the join code with the College Board. But there you go. All right. So it's going to, for the purposes of what we're doing here, everybody will be taking the exam. You don't need to register with total registration if you're not taking the exam. So you'll say taking the exam. Next. All right. So now we have to complete. You should go over your information. Like really, it is important to actually pay attention to all of this. Click I've read and agree. Go to next. And there are your registrations. Here are the join codes. Now, if you are an exam-only student, I'm going to have to approve this. So you can register with the College Board. That doesn't mean I will be approving it. But chances aren't bad that I will. Okay, so the reason it has not gone to make payment at this point is because I need to approve your fee waiver, and I need to approve the exam. So I would be notifying you, but this completes this portion until I notify you that you've been approved of both the fee waiver and the exam only, and then you can complete and pay. All right, so essentially you are done with registration, and I would be in touch with you about this. If you have any questions, please contact Mr. West. My email is westg@sfusd.edu. Thank you very much, and have a good day.